Hey everybody, welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. I am Ted, your host, and it is Saturday, October 25th, and we're at camp. Theo and I just got here, and I am walking up to the food plot here, but we are going out tonight for an evening hunt, and then we're going to go to a haunted house down here, and then we are going to meet my wife and my daughter, I believe, at the haunted house with a bunch of friends, and it's down here in Uniontown. So we're going to hunt this evening, and Theo and I are going to go meet them, go to the haunted house, and then we're going to come back and we're going to get up tomorrow morning and hunt again. So I'm just walking up to this little food plot by the house here and checking it out. It looks good. See it right there, it's growing. And today, guys, it is, right now it's 55 degrees, little warm but cool, on the cooler side. I don't feel 55. We got a wind at 5 miles an hour straight from the north, so when we're in our blind, it's going to be blowing right in our face, which is going to be awesome for the food plot tonight. I brought some jinks and scents with me. We're going to go out and put some scent out, and we're going to sit in a blind. We're going to go up about 2:30, 3 o'clock in about an hour. And we're going to sit there the rest of the evening. I got a bunch of texts from my buddies. Bob down at the lease, he's still not seeing any shooters. But Boo seen a new buck this morning on the lease. So she's going up there to hunt that this afternoon. I think she's sitting here right now. I got a text from my buddy Joe. He's in Ohio. He's saying the deer are moving right now. So really excited about tonight, guys. It's turning out to be what I expect to be a really good evening and morning hunt. Hopefully we're done this evening, but if not, we have the morning to hunt too. And when you're seeing this video, Theo's first video of our first sit of the 25, he had a 10-point low, but we didn't get it. It ran down into this field and disappeared, but we got it. Somebody saw it again, so it's alive, which is a good thing. Then we sat again the next week, and Theo had an opportunity at a big 8-point in the morning, but he couldn't get a shot. It went into behind the bushes at like 30 yards. So if you haven't seen those videos, make sure you're going out and checking them out. So we're going to go back, hang out for a little bit, settle down. We're going to pack all the stuff up, put all the food in the fridges, and we're going to get out there. Really excited about this evening, guys. It's that time of the year, a week before Halloween. This is when they start getting it now. I was in the stand the other day, and I witnessed 2 small bucks chasing doe around back at home. So that's another video that's out. So a bunch of videos coming out. If you haven't checked out my channel with the hunting videos, if you're into hunting or fishing, go over, browse the channel. If you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. It's free. It helps us out a lot. We're about 200 shy from 5,000. I'd really like to get to 5,000 this year, hopefully after hunting season. But make sure you're hitting your notifications to all so you could be notified whenever we upload new videos and do giveaways. I'm also doing a giveaway on my community page that it's over on October 31st, and that is any deer harvest pictures, doe or buck. Send them to me at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com, and me and the kids are going to pick the 2 best, and you're going to get your choice of a long sleeve or a short sleeve Off the Hook camo shirt from my store. So make sure you're going to check that out. Make sure you hit the like button for this video as well. All right, guys, hope you enjoy the video. I think we're set for a really fun weekend. All right, guys, we're heading up to the line now. About 2:15. We're gonna get in there early because I think they're gonna move early. So we're just gonna take a nice slow walk up. Theo's ready to go. I'm feeling pretty good about tonight, at least to see some deer. All right, guys, we'll be back. We'll see you in the blind. Ready, Theo? Yeah. Here we go. made it to the stand. I put some Bewitched from Jinxum Scents out in a scent canister. About 22 yards, I think it is, from the stand right in front of us. We got a north wind at 5 miles an hour, so it's coming this way into our blind, which is really good. I put out the milkweed and it just went to the right a little bit and fell down, so it's kind of calm. We got the food plots. I'll show you the food plots and I'll show you the scent canister. We got the pear trees, 4 pairs. That big buck, I'll show you the pear tree that he worked. He worked the heck out of that last Saturday. So I'm hoping that they're gonna start putting more sign on. He visits his sign, or this tree again. Theo's ready. We're comfortable. We're in the stand. We're ready to go. So hopefully we get some action tonight. It's setting up to be pretty good with the weather. It's 54 degrees right now. So it's gonna go down as we get to the evening. And the barometric pressure right now is about 30.3, so that's good. 30.2 and higher is really good, but it's steady, it's not rising right now. So we'll see what happens. You ready, buddy? All right, he's ready. All right, guys, we're gonna sit back and get quiet. Wish us luck. All right, guys, we weren't in a stand 5 minutes. There's a doe or a small buck right out in front of us, checking the wind and walking around this food plot. I'm gonna see if I can't get her on video for us. I think it's a doe. They might have been watching us get into the blind. They were right bedded right there. But she's just looking around. So I don't know if something's behind her or what. But I'll get her on video whenever I get a chance. She's just checking out the area. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, guys. Well, that doe was probably bedded just off the food plot. So it might have just seen us come in or heard us, but we walked in really quiet. But if they're bedded just a few yards off of the food plot, which does usually bed close to the food, she just got up and walked back and forth just in the wood line, just to check it out, to see if we were still here maybe. But she ended up walking back in a little bit. I could still see her tail wagging as she's walking away from us. But that's okay, she's not spooked, but she was checking us out. Or checking the area out. She might have heard something or whatever, but she didn't smell us because the wind's coming from her to us, which is good. So that's a good sign. There's deer around. So we're just gonna get quiet and see what happens. We'll be back. Guys, we got a doe out in the field. That's a good sign. It's like 3:30. So that's good. She's coming over to us now. That doe came in within 20 yards, was right here. We did a little bit of a live. We went about a half an hour. So if you haven't checked out the live, check it out. She came right into 20 yards and she was feeding on the rye grain. She just went across the field, was eating pears, and then she went into the woods again. So she's hanging around, which is a good sign. She didn't like something when she came over. She caught a whiff of either the Bewitched scent, and it sort of not spooked her, but she didn't know what it was, and she went across, and she walked around a little bit, or she caught our wind, but the wind is blowing in her face. So I don't know what was up with that, but she was a little nervous. But she was looking at the blind too, so she might not have liked the window being open. Alright, we'll be back. The Big Ten at 50 yards. He was standing on his hind legs to get the pears, and he was walking away, so I grunted, and he went around us to the right and went in the woods. We have no shot over here, but he was a little bit far away, but he went down behind us, so I reached out the window and grunted, and I rattled, but I think he went downwind of us. But it's early, so we'll see. So we have that big 8. That was the big wide 10. That was a nice one. He was at 50, but I didn't feel confident with Theo shooting 50. So, we'll see what happens. That was very exciting, though. He's a really nice buck. But I gotta get Theo one. I was ready to shoot. He's a big buck. Alright guys, we're gonna stay calm. That doe keeps coming in and out, but she left when I rattled. So, alright, we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll come in last light. And it's pretty dead calm, so. Man, I wish you would have got a shot at him. I just looked at the doe, and the doe was looking to the right. I looked out the window, and I seen him walking towards us. Man, was that exciting. I just wish he would have came closer. If he would have got within 40, I would have had to take a shot, but 50's too far. Alright, we're gonna hunker down and see what happens. Man. Alright guys, well, we got 2 doe that just came down the gas line. They're out there feeding, so we're gonna keep an eye out for buck. Man, that was a nice buck. I wish he would have came in. We'll see what happens.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. We are back at the camp. We just ate some, what do we have? Hot dogs and mac and cheese with some potato chips, some Lay's potato chips. So we're just hanging out. We're going to watch TV. We're watching the Michigan State game. And then we're going to get up tomorrow early and be up there in the morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Right, Theo? Yeah, he shakes his head, yeah. So we're just relaxing now. But yeah, we only seen, what do we have, 6 doe in the field when we got down. I played the coyote call to try to scare them off, but they didn't leave. The 2 didn't leave. So we got down slowly, and they just looked. They didn't blow out or nothing. They just seen their tails run off. And then we got out of there. So we will be up there in the morning, and hopefully we see a buck. But that buck tonight was, I have a picture of him. He's a wide 10. Really nice. The brow tines, or the tines aren't enormous, but it was a beautiful buck for Theo. I probably would have shot him too in PA. He's a nice buck. So real big. He come over. You seen him get on his hind legs and eat the pears, the sickle pears. And he made a little scrape. He urinated in it too. So it's pretty neat. And I grunted to him, and he turned. He couldn't see nothing. When you grunt to a deer, if he don't see nothing, it's hard for them to come in. And he was looking, but he didn't see anything. And then he was walking away. I grunted again. Then I think he went downwind of us. He went to the right, and that's the way the wind was blowing. And then bigger deer will do that. And he never came back around. He went down over the hill probably. So, yeah, but we seen some action tonight. Had a chance. He was at 50. But the does were all around us. So, not the rut yet. Nothing was chasing them or anything like that. So, I thought for sure we'd see some small bucks pushing the does around. But nothing tonight. So we'll see you in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's about 5:45. Theo's up and ready to go. We're going to head up to the blind and hunt this morning. Hopefully we see a buck. We had that really big 10-pointer last night. Big buck. He come in and made a scrape and gave us a show. And we had 6 doe at the end last night. So we're going to get up there right now, be quiet, let the morning awake and see what happens, see what brings. Hopefully there's something that comes in. All right, buddy, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see you in a bit in the blind. Let's go. All right, guys, we're in the blind. It's still a little too dark to see in the blind, so I apologize for that. But it's just getting light out. About a half an hour ago, we had another buck that came to the pear tree and started making, I could hear him making a scrape. And we could see the outline of him, and then he walked away. So I just grunted and rattled now at first light to see if I can't draw him back in. We'll see what happens. was shaking, he was nervous, but he was right here at 25 yards. And he came right into the scrape. But as you can see, he walked off like all hunched up. So I think it's like a back, either a liver hit. Now that's the beast broadhead, so it probably did some damage. We're a little disappointed in the shot. I told Theo, I think he hurried up a little bit, but he told me he wanted to shoot quick because he was shaking. So, but it's a Big 10. And it went off into the side here, and it didn't run. It walked into the woods, and we seen it. So we're going to give it at least 5 hours. So we're going to go at like noon, but we're going to stay in here because if another buck comes, we can double up. So I'm looking at the video, but it looks far back. But the way he walked off, we're just giving him some time. I'm hoping we can find him. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, wish us luck on finding this deer, but we're going to give him some time. All right, guys. We'll be back. Okay, get ready. Right behind the shoe. All right, guys. It's pretty crazy here. Theo. I was sitting here on the phone with my dad, and that goofy 5-point come up and walked across. It like ran across the field and went into where our buck went. And then I seen another buck across the path up here, the path, and went in. It was a small buck though. So they're moving. All right, we will see what happens next. He's walking into the woods. Alright guys, you seen that 5-point come back in? I rattled and all hell broke loose. We had, I think, an 8-point that I would have shot over here. And then I grunted, and he come back over with another buck. He went to the right, and then I rattled, and that 5-point come running down into the field and just walked to the left of us. So the bucks are on their feet. Now it's my turn because we're giving Theo's buck a lot of time. All right, we'll see what happens. Very cool morning though. It's one of the coldest mornings so far, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, it's like 9:30. It's been about an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes since Theo shot that buck. But I'm getting reactions of a gut shot, a liver, a gut shot. I'm really hoping he caught that liver, because the last buck he shot was low. Now that survived, but that's the last thing we want to do is keep injuring deer. But I think we have the beast broadhead, so if that thing opened up like it should, I know it put a good hole in it. So I think we just got to give it time. I'm thinking around noon. We're gonna play hunt here for about another half hour or so, maybe an hour, and then we're gonna go down to the house. Sorry. Oh, there's a deer, Theo. Here comes a deer. All right, guys, we just had an 8-point come by. I was thinking about shooting them, so me and Theo could possibly double up, but I had Theo video, and he has his phone in 1080, so it's all blurry. I just fixed his phone for him. That way he could help me video with his phone. So, 8-point walked in front of us. I grunted. He started making a robin scrape right about where Theo's buck went in at, so. And then he walked right up the path. So yeah, that buck come through. He's a nice 8. Another year will be real nice. All right, well, we'll show you the grainy, nasty footage that Theo gave me. All right, we're gonna put that on now. Alright guys, so I was showing Theo some deer anatomy, and I like put his picture of his deer where the shot was on another deer in like a picture. We think it's guts. I know it's probably part of guts, but I think it's liver as well. It looks like it's pretty far back in the video, but then I'm looking at his deer anatomy. With that beast broadhead being so big, 2.3, I'm hoping that we cut some liver or an artery in there. But we're gonna go check for the arrow, and then we're going down to the house. It's 10 o'clock. He shot it at 8 o'clock, like a little before 8. But we're gonna go down to the house and come back up at noon. We're not gonna mess around. I don't wanna push this deer out of his first bed. So we're just gonna take our time, go looking for the arrow. We're not gonna stay here long. We're gonna get out of here. And then we're gonna come back up maybe around noon. We wanna give it at least, what? 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours, so. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not sure yet, guys, so we'll see what happens. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, so we got the arrow. There is some blood on it. It looks a little gritty, like a liver hit. There's a ton of hair right here. I'll show you the hair. But it's brown too, so we're good. Yeah, I'm not sure about this shot, guys, so I want to get out of here. So, we got the arrow. The beast broadhead broke hitting the ground. So, yeah. But, I'll show you this hair right where we were standing, and then we'll get out of here. So there's all the hair. I don't see any blood. But he ran over that way, and then over there. He went in right there. So we're gonna come back up and see. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, so it's about 12:30. we're going up. I got the crossbow on my back, just in case. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna move slowly and methodically to try to find this deer. All right, Theo, what are you hoping we're gonna get it?
Yeah.
All right, he's hoping we're gonna get it. So, wish us luck, guys. We're gonna go up and do a search, hopefully find blood. If not, we're gonna have to do a grid search. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys. So we found blood where he came in and stopped, and then we lost blood. So I have no idea. We're gonna walk back where I think the way he came from. We're gonna walk this thicket that way, and then we're gonna make a circle down. There is a creek down there. I don't know if he went down, but we're gonna walk this top, see if we can find blood anywhere up here. But we lost blood already. As soon as we got in the woods, there was a pile where he stopped, and then that was it. And it looks like it's dark liver blood. So we'll see. We might just have to stumble upon him. All right, we'll be back. All right, boys and girls. There's blood right there. We got some blood from the field to come in, but there's no more blood. And we went grid searching down that way, down over the hill. We walked back to the left in the thickest stuff, and we can't find anything. I thought he would be bedded down fairly close the way he walked off, but he didn't. So we're gonna keep looking for a little bit more. God, I hate that. All right, guys, well, we got blood right here. We've tracked the blood from the field out here into here. We're only about 20 yards into the woods, and there's a pile of blood right here, but then there's nothing. So we're just following trails, and yeah, it sucks. Can't find anything. That was a nice 10.2, man. Jeez. But, all right, we're gonna see what we can do here. Another rough one. It's 3 o'clock. I looked for 3 hours. I went everywhere down in the thick stuff. No clue at all where this deer went. Now I kicked deer up across our field on the back end where they normally bed down, but that's another property, so I didn't even walk over there. So yeah, I just can't believe he went any further than these woods. So I guess it was further back than we thought. Oh, another bad ending. I told Theo though he has to take his time, and I know he was shaking, but that's the deal. When you got them bigger bucks in front of you, you gotta keep your composure. But he's young, he's learning. He'll get over it quicker than I will. So, all right, guys, that's it for the hunt. That's it for the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us out a lot. And make sure you like and hit your notifications button. All right, guys. Well, like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see you.
Oh no, it's not over yet, guys. I just got a dog tracker to come down. So I drove Theo all the way home. He has to go be somewhere for a trunk or treat for his school. And I am meeting Eli back at camp at 7 p.m. So I'm heading back down now, and hopefully we can find a deer. He thinks it's a dead deer. I do too, just I can't smell blood. So he's gonna bring his dogs down, and we're gonna go and see if we can't find his deer. Stay with us. All right, guys, well, we arrived back at camp again. I'm meeting Eli, the deer tracker, down here, and I left my Sitka hoodie down here. You can see it on the bench here. I left it here. I went home without it, so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe I was supposed to come back and get the Sitka sweatshirt and find a deer. So we'll see. So he's supposed to be here about 7:15. So I'm just going to hang out here. I got about a half an hour, and we will see when he gets here what he wants to do, and hopefully we can get on the track. It's the first time that I had to use a tracking dog, so it'll be neat to see how it works and what happens. So, all right, guys, and I will leave the information if Eli wants me to on this video. So some people don't like to be videoed and stuff like that. So I will ask him if he has a website and stuff, and I'll get all his information, and I will put it on here at the end of the video. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Wish me luck. All right, so while I was waiting, I walked up to the clover plot. There's a doe out in the field. So I guess we didn't rattle up too much today. I'm just wondering about the dog and us, walking around here tonight. Hopefully, it doesn't shake up things and push a lot of stuff out of here. But I think next week we may be coming back down Halloween weekend, be coming back down to hunt. I was going to try to hunt Thursday, but it looks like it's going to be rain Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm anxious to see how this dog works. So, all right, if anybody has any, if anybody had any intel on how their experience was with dog tracking, let me know in the comments. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, well, we got the dog tracker here. We got Eli and his son Michael, and Callie is the dog. So we're gonna go up and see what happens. Stay with us. First time using the dog, and I will leave the information in the video once we're done here. So wish us luck. Alright, guys, we went pretty far so far, and that ain't found nothing yet. You should have saw the way this dog ran. It's crazy. But it walked the way that I thought that deer would walk, but then we didn't find nothing yet. So we're up on the power line, walking through all this tall grass. So see what happens. Stay with us. Not looking good though. All right, guys, well, Eli and his son Michael left. We tracked the deer all the way across the power line, back and forth, around, and the dog could not find it. We didn't find anything. He was saying about the angle of the shot. It could have been just a brisket hit, but it looked like a liver hit to me. We tracked it for 2 hours, and Kaylee was good. She was on the track. She was going the way I thought the deer went, and then we just... nothing. It went out to the power line, and it was all that high grass, and she was just going through that. I was thinking maybe it was laying in there, but we come up empty-handed. So that just goes to show you guys, shot placement is everything with a buck. Any deer, we owe it to the deer to shoot it and take it ethically. And, I'm upset about it. So it is what it is, but that's how you learn, and Theo's going to learn from that. So, all right, guys, we will... end this now for real. So like I always say, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that notification to all and hit the like button. Please share us out. We'd appreciate it. And like I always say, take your kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see you.